Feast of Fiction made this video, and their whole premise is just making food from your favorite movies, TV shows, video games, etc. as long as it's fiction. As long as it's fiction. Okay, so hopefully you guys really enjoyed that video. It's personally from one of my favorite channels, and if you're someone who like me who really likes to cook, just anything, or just like new to cooking, this is a really fun channel to just look into, so I'm just gonna promote them really quick. But I picked this video because I remember when this channel was like still pretty small and pretty new, and this was one of the first videos that they had up. This is actually recreating one of their very first videos, one of their very first cooking / baking videos. So I watched this one when it was like just the original video. So to see the change in both like skill quality of their cooking and camera quality, and just a lot has changed and it's progressed really well. So I really liked that, and I feel like they really stayed true to the character that they had originally for themselves. I really like how they approached cooking with this one. They introduced what was going on, what the main objective of this video was going to be, why they are doing it, and all the steps that they are going to follow leading up to that. So I feel like that really contributed to the quality of the video. There wasn't anything I particularly disliked about the video, really. I think the audience of this video would definitely be people who just, well, for the specific one, definitely people who like Minecraft, people who are into video games, into movies, shows, or people who are new to cooking would enjoy seeing this, and new to baking would enjoy seeing this. It's an easy recipe to follow, and it has a fun outcome. It has a fun design to it. So I think this could definitely go for a wide range of ages with no particular cooking level either. You could just watch it for fun. It's fun to follow along because you know what the ending is going to look like, and it's going to be a satisfying cake to look at. And it could just be fun to just follow along to as you're making it yourself. It's a fun process to go through. I don't think that this video would be successful if this was like in a movie or something. It's a cooking channel. Clearly this has to be something that is done like on YouTube, or maybe it could work for the Food Network. I don't know, but it seems like a really niche thing to just specifically do cooking based off of fiction that we see. So whether that be like in movies, TV shows, cartoons, I don't know, video games, they just have at it. There seems to be a couple of shots that they really like to use. So they really liked to use just close-up shots of the food whenever they can, particularly in the ingredients, and as they're like mixing everything together, they really like to use really close-up shots for that one. They also really liked to use yeah. The video definitely, based off the camera quality, you can tell that it was done on a professional camera, but the style of shooting it definitely still feels like if it were to be done on a phone camera. It feels very DIY, very home filmed, so it keeps kind of like a cozy quality to it. I feel like that works in their favor for them to have that style of directing in the camera. Like I said before, it definitely enhances the quality of it. If their whole channel is based on having fun with cooking, then it would make sense for them to just have fun with the camera work and have that feel be continued on, even though their work is considered professional now. So if you pay attention, there's actually 3 sounds going on in the video. You have the ambience of cooking and eating, you've got the narration of going through the process of baking, and you have the very faint background music going on to kind of tie everything together. So there's 3 sounds going on, but it never really feels like there's so much going on despite this. They really use sound to their advantage with this. It feels like you're basically there with them, or you're really just having fun just watching them go through it too. Sound quality was really well. Nothing felt too fuzzy. Nothing I think needed to be EQ'd or anything. So I think sound is one of their best friends in this video. There was a scene between 402 and 406 where the filter that they chose to use for the cake when they were still baking it kind of merged into their regular them taste testing the cake video, and they decided to just keep it in there for those like 4 seconds and then edit back to the original aesthetic quality that they use when it's just the 2 of them. I think that if they decided to edit that properly during the process of actually editing the video before publishing it, it wouldn't have been the big thing. Like, they could have just left it going through the entire thing and it wouldn't have been such a big deal, or they could have just gone back in and just fixed that little part, or just cut that part entirely. 4 seconds really didn't make a difference there. Yeah, it felt like a very big jump there. There was also a lack of range being used with the shots. I feel like they could have used a bit more shots during the baking process. That could have been done to their advantage. Overall, I think they did a really good job with this video. It definitely encourages the viewer to go back to their through their channel and watch the original one to see what exactly they're recreating, and it gives them a chance to also see how much they've improved since then, since they're flexing a lot of that on just their cooking skills, but also there is definitely a lot to flex on the technical aspects of their directing and camera quality. So I think they did a really good job with that.